y'all. Thanks for coming on to my page. This is Brittany here with VSG. This is a channel that I've created to document my VSG weight loss journey. Today is November 30th, 2020. I had vertical sleeve gastrectomy surgery on November 3rd, 2020. So tomorrow will be exactly 4 weeks since my surgery. My starting weight was 316 and my current weight is 292. So I have lost a total of 23 pounds so far. So far things have been going really well. It's definitely an adjustment. It's definitely a lot to change, a lot to take in, but you know, that's just part of the journey. So yeah, a little bit more about me. My name is Brittany. I'm 32 years old and I am 5'3". So I'm kind of a shorty. Like I said, my highest weight was 316. So that was a lot of weight to carry around. The majority of my weight is in my abdomen, in my stomach, in my butt, and the top part of my thighs, and in my arms, which my arms are not huge, but they're pretty big. So yeah, so far I've lost 23 pounds. Hoping to lose a lot more soon. I'm finding though the biggest challenge is trying to get my water in, trying to get my protein in. It's an adjustment for sure because it's just very different. You can't take the big gulps like you used to. You're having to take smaller gulps. So that's a lot to try to get adjusted to. But anyway, for my surgery, there's a lot of things that sometimes, depending on your insurance, you may have to do like a 6-month process. My insurance, I only had to do 4 months. And there was not a requirement to lose any weight. My physician did not require me to lose weight. So while I was doing a 4-month monitored, I don't want to say weight loss because it really wasn't weight loss. I didn't lose anything. Basically, it's like they just wanted to see documentation about your weight. I don't really know. But anyway, I didn't lose any weight. But my physician approved it and they sent it to insurance and insurance approved it. And so there we went. Some things that I had to do for my pre-op, I had to, like I just said, do the 4 months of physician monitored dieting. And I did have to have an upper scope done where they put the camera down your throat and check out your stomach. My physician does that, or my surgeon. He wanted to do that, and he does that on all of his patients. One, to make sure that you don't have any hernias. That way, if you do, he can repair that during surgery. Also, to make sure that you don't have any bacterias or that your stomach is in good condition for surgery. If you have a lot of ulcers, that could be an issue. So he likes to do that scope so that way if there's anything that needs to be resolved before surgery or during surgery, he can go ahead and get prepared for that. In my situation, when he did the scope on me, I had a bacteria called H. pylori, very common bacteria. A lot of people end up with it. It's really just one of those things that it's like, you get it, you get over it. It's, it is what it is. You take an antibiotic, no big deal. But it can cause a lot of acid reflux and can cause ulcers. Well, it looked to be like I had an ulcer that had started to heal. So it was something that needed to be dealt with before I had the surgery. So they put me on some really strong antibiotics to clear up the bacteria, and then also Prilosec to help the ulcer finish healing and to help prevent any future ulcers from forming. So once we got that all cleared up, and I finished the rest of my process. Then we went in for surgery. With COVID going on right now, of course, I did have to have a COVID test before surgery. I didn't have to have blood work done because I had just recently had blood work done with the physician, and so he didn't, because it was so soon from my initial appointment with him to my surgery, he didn't need blood work again. However, in the hospital, they did do a little bit to do like a type and screen to make sure that they had the right blood supply on hand for me during surgery, but that was it. Then I want to say that was really all. I did have to meet with the psychiatrist to make sure that I was emotionally, mentally stable to handle surgery and that I was mentally prepared for the life changes. So did that. Of course, that was fine. I had to meet with a dietitian and get approval from them as well. And that was it. That's all that I had to do. So I had to have the 4 months of physician uh, observation, the scope, meeting with a dietitian and with a psychologist, and that was it. Yeah. So pretty easy, pretty simple. A lot of people have to do a lot more extensive things. Some providers make it where you do have to actually lose weight. Mine was not one of those, so that wasn't something that I had to struggle with before. Some physicians even make it a requirement that before you have surgery, you have to be on a full liquid diet for a week to 2 weeks. My physician only did it for a day. He said that there was really no need to do it any longer than that. So I don't know. I just do what I'm told. But anyway, things went great through surgery, didn't have any complications. I did have a hard time waking up. I didn't feel sick. He gives so many different medicines before surgery to avoid the nausea you might feel. I wasn't nauseated, but when I was waking up, evidently I was not breathing correctly. I can remember the nurses as they were trying to wake me up, they kept asking me, "Do I have sleep apnea?" And I would mumble, "No." And they said, "Well, you're not breathing. Come on, you've got to breathe. You've got to breathe." They kept putting oxygen on me. So I don't know what that was about. But then even I had to stay in the hospital overnight. And even that night, the nurse came in and woke me up and said, "Brittany, you're not breathing. I'm going to put this oxygen on you." So yeah, so I don't know what that was about with me not breathing right or something. I've been very suspicious of maybe I do have sleep apnea because of my weight. My husband says that I do snore, so I guess that is possible. But now that I've had the surgery, that should hopefully get resolved as that weight starts coming off. So we'll see what happens. I'm really anxious to get a couple more months out and really see the progress. Right now, there's not a whole lot of changes. I haven't changed a whole lot in sizes. Clothes are fitting a little bit better now, but 23 pounds isn't enough to drop a whole bunch of sizes yet, at least not for my body shape. So we'll see what the next month holds. Hopefully I'll lose at least another 20. That would be great. And that way, by then I should be in a different size, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. But anyway, if y'all have any questions or if there's anything specific that y'all would like me to talk about or discuss, please just leave me a comment or reach out to me. Again, I'm not a professional in any way in doing this. I don't really even know a whole lot about it. I wanted to record this and put it out there for anybody who could use the information, or just, for myself really. So anyway, reach out to me if you've got questions or, just want to chat, whatever, that's fine. And until next time, I'll catch y'all later. Bye.